Hi, I'm George Lynn with howtobeareporter.com. I want to talk to you about press releases that come into the newsroom. I've worked in a lot of newsrooms where the newsrooms were press release driven. And what I mean by that is they actually give you the press release to the reporter and then you go out and do the story. I'd like you guys to understand that the vast majority of press releases really are not news. Press releases are from organizations, companies, agencies, in most cases who are simply looking for attention. They're looking to use you to get that attention. So look at press releases really as, just another way to possibly get news. But in the vast majority of cases, I'd say probably 90% of the time, news releases are not really newsworthy. All right, so having said that, let me point out another way that you might be able to use new news releases to make it relevant and make it newsworthy. For example, I got a news release one time from a company who said that they were looking to hire 200 people for their new restaurant, and only maybe 100 people showed up, and they were really disappointed with that, especially in a down economy. Well, I started to think to myself, well, what are some of the reasons for maybe the lack of people that are not showing up due to the tough times? Well, could it be that a lot of new restaurants are starting back up and they've already hired some employees and maybe the market has already taken up all of those workers? So those are some of the questions that I started to pose to that business owner, and they said, yeah, we think that actually some of the other restaurants may have snatched up all the workers, and that could be a direct result of the economy possibly getting a little bit better locally, and the fact that there are less workers out there. So my story ended up being, well, that the economy may be turning the corner because restaurants are seeing a shortage of workers. So now what you've done is you've taken the press release and you've made it into a story that's actually more relevant rather than the other story that they wanted in the news release, which is a restaurant held a job fair and only 100 people showed up. Nobody cares about that. But if you can apply it to the masses, to the overall big picture, you have a much better chance of making that into a news story. So take the news releases as a grain of salt, but also look for other ways where you might be able to make it newsworthy.